I've been having some problems stumbling a little bit. I don't know if I'm clumsy or my shoes are too big. I don't know what's going on, but I've been feeling like I'm ready to fall. And sometimes I'm just walking, and all of a sudden I feel like, now I don't think there's anything physically going on. I just think I'm going too fast and not paying attention. But when I fell the other day, I was walking over a cord, and my these beautiful boots that I wear have pointed toes, and that pointed toe hooked this hose, and I stumbled and I fell on the ground, and there was some men standing around, and there was a lady behind me, and it's embarrassing when you stumble, and so I was just there, and one hand was in the gravel, and and somebody came running and they gave me a hand, and as they gave me the hand, it helped me get up, and I was more embarrassed than I was hurt. But I was thinking about that hand as it reached out to help me, pull me up. And when I thought about that, I know this might sound strange to you, but I thought of these couple verses in the Bible that talks about God's hand. Psalm 37:24, though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. Isn't that sweet? The Lord upholdeth him with his hand. Then John 10:27, my Father which gave them me is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. That's a verse that we use oftentimes with children to explain that God keeps you in the palm of his hand, and nobody's going to pluck you out. But those two ways that the Bible shows us God uses his hand to give us eternal security, to help us know that we're part of his family and nobody can ever remove us from his family. And the other one is that when we fall, we have a heavenly Father that's there ready to pick us back up and to help us. Isn't that sweet? I love that thought about God's hand. More verses about him picking us up is Psalm 145:14. The Lord upholdeth all that fall, and raiseth up all those that be bowed down. Psalm 118:13. Thou hast thrust sore at me that I might fall, but the Lord helped me. Psalm 145:14. The Lord upholdeth all that fall, and raiseth up all those that be bowed down. When you're feeling low, when you're feeling like you can't go, God takes care of it. Isn't this sweet that it say, thou hast thrust sore at me? Somebody went after you and tried to destroy you, but the Lord helped me. I don't know what you need today, but I know that I need God's hand in my life. I need to know that he's there with me all the time, that I'm part of his family, and that no man will ever pluck me out of his family. I also need to know that he's going to uphold me with his hand, that when I stumble, when I feel low, when I feel like I can't go any further, he's there. It happened to me the other day. Can I tell you that? I know you all probably get tired of hearing about my breakdowns, but the ministry that we have means we travel a lot. We put a lot of miles on vehicles, and I'm going to be honest, I didn't talk about it for 5 or 6 days, so I felt like I was over it. But when we had a major breakdown of a transmission going out on my rig, and that means my rig is in a shop for 10 days. I can't live in it. It's an hour and a half from where we're ministering, and we'd have to drive an hour and a half. It just is impossible to live in it and then be where we need to be for these meetings. So I have had to move out of it for that long, and then the bill is going to be over $10,000, and we don't have any money sitting in an account to try to help us do any of these things. And so we found out on Monday, we thought it was going to be a small little sensor, and then we got the word that it was that big. Monday afternoon, I was quiet. That's what I do when I fall, when I feel down, when I just feel like I can't make it. I just was quiet. And I was keeping the grandchildren, so I tried to be up for them, and we had a little pizza party and did some fun things. But in my heart, I was sad. And I'll be honest, I said, let's just quit. Why keep traveling? It's such an expensive ministry, and people get tired of hearing that we're broken down, and they make fun of us, and they do. People say things to me, like, I heard you break down again, as if it's such a common occurrence, and it is, because we have so many vehicles, but it just got discouraging. Can I be honest with you? And then Though he fall, he should not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. Now, this verse might be talking about falling in sin or something like that, but the other verses it says when he's bowed down, when you feel low, God will uphold you. He will pull you up, but we got to let him. So this was a great comfort to me this week, and I hope it'll be a comfort to you. Maybe it's something you should save and later listen to whenever a hard time comes for you, and just allow that hand that's outreached from heaven toward you and let him pull you up. God did pull me up the next day, and I was okay. And then Wednesday, we got a great gift from somebody, and it was going to help pay half of that bill, which, that's a great gift. And whew, it was exciting. And then some other people gave small amounts, which helped us. So I'm riding pretty high, thinking God's got this and He's going to take care of it. But boy, that first 24 hours, I was pretty low. I'm glad I can depend on the hand of God to pull me up. And let me say something, ladies. You also have that same God that wants to pull you up and help you. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice.